Very good morning, and I wish the happy International Women's Day to all the ladies present. I think just 4 or 5 of us, but anyway. And I want to thank also the Financial Express for organizing this conclave on International Women's Day and also for inviting us to be a part of it. My senior colleague and our MSME Additional Secretary has already given the broad opportunities and challenges and the policy issues that we deal with at ministries level. I will just share what we are doing for the women particularly. MSME, as you are already aware, Sir has already explained very nicely. So we cater to this very important segment, and women forms a very important part of it because as per the latest statistics, we are almost 50%. So we have taken out Samarth initiative, which is reservation for women for the various verticals that we deal with. First, all the exhibitions that we do internationally as well as domestically, we say that 20% will be reserved for women. And also for the commercial schemes under the National Small Industry Corporation, 20% is reserved for women. And for all the capacity building programs, we run hundreds of them across our technology centers. We also run across our NIMSME, NSIC tool rooms, and our KVICs, COIR. All of these training programs, 20% is reserved for women. And we also launch a special campaign on Udyam registration for women. And so these 4 verticals we run to onboard the women entrepreneurs and to mainstream their economic activities. And I'm very happy to say that we have already achieved 20% and beyond. And we're looking, it's our aspiration, Viksit Bharat, that 50% will be of women when we look back, when we reach 2047. And if we look at the ministry, we work broadly under 6 verticals. And the first would be the finance facilitation. Sir has already explained about CGT MSE. We also have Prime Minister Employment Generation Fund. And so if you look at that, then the women beneficiaries are quite impressive because out of the 9.4 lakh entrepreneurs, more than 3.5 lakh women are the beneficiaries under the PMEGP. And for the CGT MSE, AS has already spoken, we give extra benefit to women. For the remaining, it is 75%, but for women, we give 85% guarantee coverage. So we are benefiting the women entrepreneurs. Under the Sfurti, which is the scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries, out of the 3.3 lakh artisans who have benefited, 1.65 lakh are women. And out of the 513 clusters approved, 68 clusters are 100% women-owned SMEs. So these are some of the focus schemes that we try to help our women. If we take the Khadi scheme, then we know that out of 3.98 are women and around 80% beneficiaries are women. Khadi, of course, is the village industry inclusive. And so if we look at that, more than 80% are women beneficiaries. And if you look at Khadi, honey, mission, kumhar, or some of the other village industries, then we see that substantial beneficiaries are women. COIR, we have one Mahilaon Yojana that is specifically only for women. And so this program is also doing very well. And like I said, the Entrepreneurship Skill Development Scheme, ESDP, we are targeting about 40%. Our Samarth initiative says 20, but here ESDP, we are 40%. And we also have National SC/ST Hub Scheme. We want to be inclusive in our growth story, as our AS has already explained. So we have this specific scheme targeting our SCs and STs, and we have different components, and we are really proud to say that When we started, it was at 99 crore, the procurement from the SCs and STs. But here, today, we are almost touching 1,600 crore. And so we are reaching out to not only the A-tier cities, but also the 3-4-tier cities and towns. And we recently launched 3 programs in partnership with Women Entrepreneurship Platform, which is under Niti Aayog. We want to scale up, and we want to have better collaboration with not only the ministries of the GOI, but also with the state government. And so we started this Kanji Param Se Pragati. We launched that just recently on the 1st of this March. And we also have this mentorship platform launched. And we also have this WEP Unati Udyam Se Pragati. Yeah. So these are some of the initiatives that we have taken to help the women entrepreneurs. And if you look at the technology enablement, we all know that technology plays a very important role. And so this is also one of the critical gaps that our MSMEs are facing. So we, in our aspiration for the Viksit Bharat, we say that, okay, we will try and give technology center to all the districts across the country. And we are already having 18 technology centers. We have added 6 new state-of-the-art technology centers recently. And we also brought in hub and spoke model, where we will have 20 mega technology centers with 100 extension centers feeding to it. And so these are some of the initiatives that we are doing, and women, of course, are given special focus, reservation, so that they can access skilling, they can access hands-on training, and they can also have plug-and-play opportunities. For the market linkage, we know that's the front end, and so it plays a very important role. We're trying to standardize whatever products they developed, and so not only services, but products. And so we have this innovation scheme where we incubate ideas. And here, we incubate ideas, create viable business models for our MSMEs, and we also conducted idea hackathon for women specific. And around 400 ideations were deliberated and approved, and all these, I think to be precise, it was 393 ideas from women have been approved. So each of them will get around 15 lakh, and they will start their business cycle. We also have this Z, zero effect, zero defect. As we all know, environment is a very important component to take care of, and we are becoming very conscious because we have to comply with the various laws and regulations. So we have this Z program where for certification and also rating your enterprises, for the women it is now 0, it's 100% subsidized. So these are some of the help that we're extending to the women. And we also realized that when we talk about the MSMEs, 95% of them are in the micro segment. So we realized that many a times, although their products are very good, they lack design. So we try to diversify their design, help them create more designs which can fit into the global value chain. And so we brought in the design vertical, and we are helping our MSMEs. We also have the lean component here, and so we are trying to be more competitive, and then we also standardize, we also bring in quality through our lean program. And at the ministry level, we are very active, always listening to what the industry is telling us and what the academia, and how do we bring in R&D into our manufacturing processes. And so I hope you will follow us on social media. We're very active there. We keep conducting conclaves, not only in big cities, but also in the smaller towns and cities, reaching out to the last mile. And we want to mainstream all the economic activities, not only of women, but SC, ST, physically challenged, and all the length and breadth of the country we would like to formalize for ease of doing business. And so we hope you will all come together and build Viksit Bharat. And as our AS has already said, India is now projecting a very bright future, and the world is looking up to us, and I hope that we will not miss the opportunity, but really leverage. And for that, we need all the stakeholders to come together and let us build Viksit Bharat for our tomorrow. Thank you very much for having me, and I hope you will have a wonderful deliberation today. And whatever you deliberated today, and if there will be a record, we would love to listen to some of the decisions or suggestions that come forth from you all, and we will see how best we can incorporate at policy level and how we can handhold each other for our Viksit Bharat. Thank you. Jai Hind. Yeah, ODP.
About 2 years back, the Honorable Prime Minister announced this scheme on $50. So I want to know from you, one district, one product. Out of more than 628 districts in the country, how many districts have actually identified the products which are manufactured in that district, whether based on the raw material, technology? Because each district has its own specialty, just like Banaras or Aligarh or Meerut. They have their own Jalandhar. So can you tell Ministry how many districts, what kind of product, and what are the steps being taken to encourage those entrepreneurs located in that particular district to boost their manufacturing volume as well as export them? That was the purpose of the announcement. Can you throw light on that?
Thank you for the question. I think we are not directly dealing with OODP because that is DPIIT, I think, is handling that one. It started with UP government. And so I will not be able to perhaps directly tell you that, this much we have helped, this much it has increased after we help. But like I said, we have the ecosystem. We have our branch offices across the country in every state, and bigger state like UP, we have several DFOs, we have several NSIC, KVIC offices. And so whatever product has been identified for each of these districts, I'm sure they are reaching out to them. And for the export part, we also have launched the capacity building for first-time exporters. And here we are giving them 3 benefits. The first is get yourself registered with the export councils. And for the registration fee, we are paying. And the second thing is for the insurance part. Since you are a new exporter, we would like to also give you certain insurance coverage so that you are encouraged to send out. The third thing is, the most important thing I would say is getting your products and services certified. And that costs a lot of money. So for the MSMEs, we are saying we will help you with up to 1 lakh rupees for each of those products and services. You get it tested from whichever accredited body, and then that gives you the competitiveness and also the ability to export. So these are some of the things that we are doing. I'm very sure the ODOP is also aware of that, whoever is into export, marketing, and because it feeds largely to all the MSMEs. I hope the various schemes, we have some 20 plus odd schemes, and we keep on launching new initiatives as we see the needs around us. So I hope that they are benefiting out of it. But right now, I wouldn't be able to tell you on this podium that because of this much has been, increased. Thank you.